On Friday, Donald Trump posted, "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired."
Stephen Colbert just got canceled after a decade as the most watched man in late night TV. Was it because he called his boss's Trump settlement a big fat bribe?
Financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe.
Some on the left think so, pointing to the fact that the announcement came just 3 days after Colbert publicly criticized Paramount, CBS's parent company, for paying Trump a $16 million settlement.
The shows that you now seek to cancel.
Yes, there is something more concerning. The other day, I posted a video about this guy getting cancer. Trump responded in a way that get Libras triggered. When you take a look at this, President Trump rejoices over the end of Stephen late show. His talent was even less than his ratings, and yet Jimmy is next, has even less talent than Cuba. Greg Godfrey is better than all of them combined, including Moron on NBC, who run the once great Tonight Show. CBS canceled Cuba's show just 3 days after Cuba called out CBS parent company, Paramount, for its $16 million settlement with Trump. This has triggered these people to attribute. In fact, the kind of information I've seen on social media clearly tells you these people are insane.
Stephen Colbert just got canceled after a decade as the most watched man in late night TV. Was it because he called his boss's Trump settlement a big fat bribe?
On Friday, Donald Trump posted, "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired." How dare you, sir? Would an untalented man be able to compose the following satirical witticism? Go yourself. Big fat bribe.
Some on the left think so, pointing to the fact that the announcement came just 3 days after Colbert publicly criticized Paramount, CBS's parent company, for paying Trump a $16 million settlement in a lawsuit. But the right? They're not losing sleep. Many are calling him unfunny, and some are claiming that the show was failing.
And by the way, you're not funny, but attacking half of America and your ratings suck, you might lose your show.
But is that true? Nope. Colbert's been the #1 late night host for 9 straight seasons. And in Q2 of this year, his show was the only one that actually grew its audience. So if it wasn't ratings, why did CBS pull the plug? Here's their official line. This is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. It is not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount. CBS has been exiting the late night business for years. In 2023, they canceled The Late Late Show. No replacement. In March 2025, they canceled The After Midnight Show. No replacement. And now they're canceling Colbert. Again, no replacement. What's filling the slot instead? Reruns, local news, stuff that's cheap. Because here's the thing, even with solid ratings, Colbert's show was expensive. $50 million a year just for him, on top of over 200 staff. Meanwhile, ad revenue across late night TV has dropped over 60% since 2014, even for top performers. The internet is doing to TV what it did to newspapers. But there's another layer. Paramount is trying to finalize a multi-billion-dollar merger with Skydance, which needs FCC approval under the Trump administration. So it's possible that rather than just downsize the show to make it more sustainable, they decided it's not even worth the trouble and they just cut it. So Colbert's criticism might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. But it wasn't the whole haystack. So did profit or politics the Colbert show? Profit loaded the gun. Politics might have just picked when to shoot.
Oh, how crazy is that?
CBS canceled Colbert show just 3 days after Colbert called out CBS parent company Paramount for its $16 million settlement with Trump, a deal that looks like bribery. This is what this guy said. Elizabeth Warren tweeted this. "I have been investigating Paramount deal with Trump. Here is what we know. Trump sued CBS. CBS called the lawsuit meritless. Paramount owner of CBS still settled Handing 16 million to Trump Library, Paramount has a $1 billion deal that need Trump approval. This is what Elizabeth Warren sent out. At a certain point, when I look at what is going on, these people will always create a situation out of nowhere. They cancel this guy. He called himself a comedian. Maybe he was not that funny, but they can't acknowledge that. That is actually a problem. I've said.
The shows that you now seek to cancel, control, a not insignificant portion of that $8 billion value came from those shows. Take a stand. Shows that are unafraid. And not to, believe me, this is not a, we speak truth to power. We don't. We speak opinions to television cameras.
Is being canceled. It will go off the air come May, and there's certainly been a lot of speculation that it may at least play a part of that decision, maybe because of this impending merger that needs approval from the Trump administration. So you wrote about this, and you say Colbert's cancellation, simply not funny.
Yes, simply not funny, but also really scary, right? And even if it's not quid pro quo, the idea of self-censorship, and I talk about my grandfather Howard Fast, who was jailed by McCarthy during the House on Un-American Activities, that our government has done this before, that history is very much filled with moments like this. And I think it's important that we take a 20,000-foot view of it because of that, because there are ways to come back from government misuse of power like this. But it certainly is very scary. I do think it's incredibly ironic and also interesting that we have a 94-year-old media mogul who is in many ways responsible for creating Trump and Trumpism, who is now facing down Trump and Trumpism. I mean, this is, Rupert Murdoch versus Donald Trump at the end of the day. And
it's bad. He's a great, great guy. They just cut NPR and, public broadcasting. Yes, they're trying to silence people, but that won't work. It won't work. We will just get louder.
It is like if they don't call Trump's name every single day, they won't get ratings. They have been doing it for long. Jimmy is one. If you've been following Jimmy every single time, there is no single day. Trump, 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 Trump. If you see a video without Trump's title, the views are down. That should clearly tell you if Trump is not there tomorrow, these people's shows will be over.
Elizabeth Warren, they go down this road.
Wait,
what an utter waste.
You don't know why they're mad about it? Well, who was even on the show tonight? Adam Schiff. These shows, Colbert and the rest of them have become nothing but anti-Trump fever swap porn with them guests every single night.
Ellie, let me ask you a follow-up question.
So there's one massive part of the conversation that's been completely omitted from this, and that is when you do a show that attacks half of America every night and you don't have conservatives on, and by the way, you're not funny, but attacking half of America and your ratings suck, you might lose your show.
There's a lot of reasons why the Colbert. But there's a lot of reasons why the Colbert ratings are not working out that have nothing to do with the political divide you're talking about.
But it's constant. He's having on Democrats to trash Trump. He has constantly been trashing conservatives. He referred to Donald Trump as a Nazi lover in 2017.
That does make half of the country happy.
Right,
You alienate half the country. But you don't need to have the whole country watching your show. You only need half the country. That's a great show.
The problem is he wasn't funny anymore. Why don't Shane Gillis? By the way, why don't Shane Gillis do ESPYs?
Here's the corollary to what you're saying. Like the other side of it is that, there are shows that I will not name that spend half their time attacking liberals or all their time attacking liberals.
That's one thing.
All their time attacking liberals. And it doesn't have any impact on their ratings whatsoever. So to raise
he hates guys like us.
So to Ray's point, I don't necessarily think that's really on the ratings front. I don't really think that's really what.
Yes, I don't understand why Congress is really focusing talking about this. So a private company cannot take up a decision to fire who they want. It's crazy, right? I don't know why Trump's name is coming to the show. Yeah, Trump sued them for what they did. They settled it. And so what? Now, they decided to fire this guy. They are saying, oh, because Stephen called out what they did, Saturday of Trump, just few days after before his game. It's crazy. This guy's been calling Trump names on daily basis. In fact, every single time, going after him. That is actually not how you're supposed to do. If you're a comedian, I understand you are against Trump, but you should be smart enough. The same thing this man was doing is the same thing Jimmy is doing. Crazy, right? Jimmy sent this out. Jimmy blasts CBS for canceling the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Love you, Stefan. F you and all your shared on CBS. Colbert's show was axed after 10 seasons, with CBS claiming it was purely a financial decision. That is it. I just wanted to report the news so you can see exactly what is going on. I want to appreciate people sharing out my videos. God bless you. If you see clips after this, that is for the YouTube algorithm. You can end here.
Limitations. So many rules. My choices are mine. Making this easy.
Share the video, and if you see short clips, that is for the YT algorithm. They hardly recommend videos on this channel.
People line up for my advice, and you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like I've written books, I've given speeches. Line up for my advice. It's like,
why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize?
Why? Marriage, infertility.
How hard it is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. 100
has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense. The kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you...
Because she's fearful.
Registration Act is
talking about term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Winter does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to be?
Those of you who do not have sons,